Good evening, folks. This is K5LYN. My name's Len. I'm in Austin. We're fixing to talk boat anchors here. Anybody need this frequency for any kind of emergency use before we do it? I guess not. As best we can tell, it was not an occupied frequency that we moved in on. All right. My name is Len, and this is a station that started out in 1948 when Collins built the 310B Exciter. I believe it was their first PTO that went on the commercial market. I used it to be the VFO for a Heathkit sideband adapter SB10, and that dates to 1959. It was Heathkit's first attempt to build a sideband rig, and I used it to adapt a Heathkit VX40 novice rig to single sideband, and I'm using that to drive the Collins 30L1 to about 600 watts here. We get together here on Wednesday evenings and talk about the early days of single sideband. I'll do one shift on this, and we'll move to the Collins S3 line. Buy-sell trades are welcome if they're vintage radio related. And if you've got a technical question about a radio you're working on, this is a great place to ask for some advice. All right, let me call a few people. Some are probably long gone, but we'll pick up some others and go from there. KF5RZN. John, you still around? You want to talk? We'll cross John off the list. Let's see. How about KK5DR? Matt, I bet you're out there.
Oh, good evening. This is KK5VR. Matt here, and I am on my Yaesu Fox Tango 102, barefoot, 191 watts out, and the antenna is a double zap, full wavelengths here on 80 meters and 60 feet up in the air, fed with balance line. All homebrew. I didn't buy anything pre-made. Homebrewed the whole system. And Lynn, your setup sounds really nice, stable and real good sounding audio. Very low distortion. Very good, very good. Well done on it. This is KK5DR out here on the Fat Chicken Ranch. Y'all have a good one.
And you're sounding great too, Matt. Thank you for the report. That's a beautiful restoration you did on that rig there. All right. How about K5JPH? You still out there somewhere? Guess not. How about K5WF? Dale, are you there? Dale sometimes comes early, leaves, comes back. Sammy, how about you? DPP?
Well, I'm here listening. This is W5DPP. Good evening, all to the boat anchor fellers.
All right. Anything you want to talk about selling by any chance?
Well, I got several things to sell. I guess I have some at Belton. I got several amplifiers and a few radios. So if you're looking for something, you may want to just give me an email there. Email's good on QRZ.
All right, check in with Sammy, W5DPP. Good to hear you, Sammy. How about KA5CXG? What do you say, Bob?
Well, I say it's hot. KA5CXG out here in San Angelo. We hit another 106 today. We seem to be hitting out about there and staying there. And that's about it from here. On the 765 now on the boat anchor tonight. I've got to run to town and get some plumbing parts here in a little bit, so I'm not going to be here long, but I'll try to listen to the net. Other than that, that's about it. Everybody have a good day and a good week, and we will catch y'all next time. K560.
Good to hear you, Bob. Okay, there's two more I'm going to call, then I'll give it to Jay, and we'll go from there. And when I come back, I'm going to lay this station to rest and come back on the Collins S line. So how about WB5RON? Hey, Ron, you still up there somewhere? K5LYN. Ron, if you don't talk to me in a minute, I'm going to call N0VCU. RON, where are you? All right, N0VCU. Talk to us, Steve.
Yeah, just into the boat anchor. This is November 0 Victor uniform. I want to hold the Just riding along and listening to
Okay, Steve, yeah, not real strong, but it's going to get a lot better when we get further into the fall and winter here. But glad you came by, and we'll improve on the conditions as time goes by. Okay, good to hear you, and I looked at the pictures of your swans on your QRZ.com page. Nice work. Okay, Jay, pick it up while I'm switching stations here. KM5QS, K5LY.
Oh, okay then. We'll start at the top and see what we got. Kilo Echo 5 SAW. Is that Randall down there? KE5 SAW down there in the valley? Or somewhere? Maybe not. AC5JJ. How about you, Dwayne?
Hello, Jay. I'll give it a shot here for all the static. We're still on my Kenwood TS520S with my Shure 444. The antenna is different. I'm on a 4080 double bazooka, and we're just running 103 watts. And we got 0.95 inches of rain, so my little grass finally got watered. So Jay, we'll let it go. I appreciate you picking me up. Y'all have a good night. AC5JJ.
Okay, Dwayne. Well, a little bit of water better than none. At least you didn't get flooded out or anything bad happened, so that's a good thing. All right, Dwayne, sounding good down here at 130 watts. Appreciate you checking in. And by the way, I am operating this evening on a Kenwood from 1980. They made them from 1980 to 1988. Kenwood TS830. This is the one with the gold label, so I'm assuming it was somewhere in the latter part of that. And it's got all the goodies that go with it. The scope and the VFO230 and the speaker and the tuner and the, I don't know, and the 922 amplifier. And then like Matt, I have a antenna system that is all home built, from the tuner all the way to the tippy tips of the antenna. So ladder line or open wire line and all that stuff. Sometimes you get lucky. Anyway, that's what we're doing. And there's a fella out there, somewhere over there by Houston, November 5 DTM. Ralph does a lot of homebrew stuff himself.
Yeah, hello, Jay in the net. This is M5 DTM, Ralph in Spring, about 30 miles north of Houston, and we're barefoot tonight. I don't know, had a difficulty with my little homebrew 3500 amp. Tried to drive it, got a real high SWR on the meter, so who knows. Anyway, 520 C50 microphone, and it looks like about 80 watts or so output. And we've got some thunder bumpers in the area. Had some lightning and thunder and all that stuff. I think it's moving out of here though, but got a little bit of rain, but we'll take what we can get. Back to you, Jay. This from M5 DTM.
Okay, Ralph. Yeah, it's tough copy, but I could hear you. I think I got everything you said. So be careful. Don't let none of that stuff get you. Talk to you next time. WJ5MS. Jim, go ahead.
Ethan, Jay, Lynn, and all the group. As I mentioned earlier, we on our Drake TR4, and I better make it quick because I think we're going to get a cough under sneezing spell here. With an SB220 and 80-meter wire, about 130 feet long and more like 135, and making all of our lights blink over there in a master bedroom or bathroom and all kinds of good stuff. With that, back at you, Jay. WJ5MS.
Okay, Jim. Good deal. Thanks for checking in. Sounds pretty good.
Usually does.
Let's see. Now it's no challenge for Lynn to visit with this guy, but I'll give him a shot. WB5TXW. Come on in here, George.
Hello, Jay, and all around the net from WB5TXW here in Austin on the S line 32S175S3 444 microphone 2060 tuner and 75-meter antenna dipole, more or less. Through the trees. So everybody sounds pretty good. There is a lot of crash. Would that it could be that it would rain here, but I'd be surprised.
Okay, George, good deal. Kind of fine down here. Let's see here. WB1 Echo.
Yeah, hello, Jay. Am I on frequency over?
Close enough.
Okay. Well, I was just trying to fine-tune it, and next thing you knew, you called my number. So anyway, good evening, boat anchors. This is Doug up here in Bryan, and I'm talking to you off of a flat-top V-beam up about 28 feet. I used to say 30 feet, but the pole's bent a little since the last big winds we had. So, and there are some thunder bumpers in the area, but they're about 10 miles to the west of us. So I think we're in the clear. But out here, it's so doggone quiet. You can hear, just about everything. I can hear the neighbor's chickens a half a mile away. So no complaints. So we're talking to you tonight on a Swan 500. It's just a plain old 500, no suffix, nothing. And all I had to do is clean the band switch on this thing to get it back and running. It's using an Electro Voice Model 638 microphone. And then I'm going over, just for a little help on the summer nights, a Henry amplifier. It's what they call it. It's an export version, a 2K Classic X. It runs 2 3-500s at 3,900 volts. So that's the rundown on this end. One funny thing, though, I found out is on the tune adjustment on the amplifier, it's really hard on your wrist. So if you turn around and face the other way and put your right hand behind you, it's real easy to adjust. So I guess I'll have to put a mirror up across the way of the shop here so I can see what I'm doing. Anyway, that's the lowdown there, Jay, and good evening to everybody on the greatest hour of amateur radio. This is WB1E, and returning back to KN5QS and the net.
Okay, Doug, and I'll think about that and see if I can come up with a way for you to twist the knob easier. Maybe a pipe wrench? I don't know. Backwards? Okay. Well, it's your place. Whatever works. See you later, Doug. Let's see. I'm going to try K5WOF one more time. Dale, are you back?
Roger. This is Dale, K5WOF out of New Sweden. Hello, everybody on the Boat Anchor Net. And I'm receiving everybody very well on my 43-foot flat-topped doublet. Operating tonight my favorite station, my Drake T4XB and R4B in the transceive mode, and barking through a Heil GM vintage mic operating about 500 watts with a Yaesu Musin FL7000 amp, and run it through a tuner, of course. I wish I could get away from that, but I wanted to get in here. I passed by the station a couple times, and as most of you know, that I talked to the missus retires early, and I feel my duty there to fluff and get her squared away there. So I'm in and out. So at any rate, I'm enjoying the net. I hope everybody gets a little bit of rain, at least cool down a couple notches. It'd be really great. That's all I got, Jay. Thank both of you net controllers, and a very good evening to all there. Back to net control, K5WF.
Okay, Dale. Good deal. Good to hear you. Thanks for checking in. We'll catch up with you later. Lynn, are you back yet?
Well, looks like it. How does it sound?
Sounds pretty good.
All right. You want me to talk or something?
Sure, go ahead. I just did about 6, and I think there's a few more out there.
Okay, well, let me see. I don't know if I've got... we didn't get K0SED, and I'm not sure who all else, so why don't I just give it a try, and if we leave you out, and let you know you're still there and want to be on the list. Steve, did anybody talk to you? K0SED, K5LYN.
Well, good afternoon, good evening, Lynn, and all the boat anchors. K0 Sierra Echo Delta, Tyler, Texas, where had a sprinkle, and that was about it. Start for an MC50 into a CS520 and a 3001 and a stand dipole up 40-odd feet, and that's about it from Tyler, Texas. So back to you, Lynn, K0 SCD.
Sounding good, Steve. All right, I'll talk about this station just a little bit because it has one unique quality. We had a great meeting down in Louisiana that K5EF organized of some of the main men of single sideband, and Rob Sherwood, who's famous for the Drakes to the Drake 4C line, was one of the presenters, and he made an interesting comment. He said the cleanest signal he'd ever heard was the Collins 32S3. So I'm talking on one tonight. We'll see how we can get by on this deal. All right, who else wants to talk vintage radio this evening? K5LYN, calling and listening.
Kilo India 5, Oscar.
Oh, that's Mike, isn't it?
Name is Mike, that's correct.
How you doing, Mike? Talk to us.
Doing good. I'm transmitting tonight on the FT902 Delta mic because I am working on the newly acquired R4B T4XB, and had a question. I'm kind of, I think I know which direction to go, but here's the situation is I can receive on 3870 on the receiver, but to receive on the transmitter, I have to receive on 3970. So I'm quite a bit off. I'm thinking maybe the PTO is messed up. I don't know. I need some help. K500, back to net control.
Okay, now you've had a Drake station previous to that, haven't you?
Yeah, I got a R4A and a T4X.
Well, they should be the same. What I would do is listen for the oscillators on some other radio, especially if you got a modern solid-state rig, and use it to tune around there and look at where all the crystal oscillators are oscillating and see if the right crystals are in there and that they're on the right frequency. Somebody could have substituted something, and not put the right crystal in, or you might have a crystal that's gotten wrong, but I would start by checking where all the crystal oscillators are.
Well, Roger, and I did read about that, but I'm not sure what I'm listening for. I have a Yaesu FT847, which is solid state, but when you say to listen for the oscillators, what am I listening for?
Well, will the 847 perform like a general coverage receiver?
Roger.
Well, stick a wire in the antenna receive jack. Being a transceiver, it's the same one, right? And put that wire near the crystal frequencies, near the circuits where the crystal oscillators are, and you should hear a signal, a hiss, a heterodyne, if you've got it in a single sideband position, where the crystal frequency, whatever crystal is supposed to be in there, should be oscillating on the frequency that the book says it is.
So I'm actually listening for the oscillation of the crystal, the frequency that's stamped on the crystal?
Absolutely. Yeah, and look in the manual and make sure that the crystal that's in there says the same thing that it's supposed to say according to the manual, right? You've got crystals that generate the single sideband signal, then you've got crystals that heterodyne that signal to the ham bands. All right? If that, especially the heterodyne crystal, is not right, that'll cause that to be off what you're talking about. So you just check it out and see if it's on the frequency it should be. It should just sound like a carrier wave.
Okay, so what I'm reading in the manual is that there's a crystal oscillator on valve 1, tube 1, and it's supposed to be 5645 kilohertz, and I guess that is going to mix with whatever frequency that crystal that I'm listening to, and it's going to produce, say, like 3870.
Yeah, but you should be able to listen and hear the signal that crystal is oscillating at. It'll be a weak signal that your receiver can hear if you put a wire near it.
Okay, so I'm just not going to hear it over an antenna then.
Well, the wire that you're going to run from your receiver to the circuitry, like the tube itself that's oscillating, or if it's a solid state circuit, you may have to put that wire near the solid state wiring, but you should be able to hear that oscillator hissing.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I'll work on that tomorrow, and I appreciate the help. By the way, this signal's going through my FL2100B out to the horizontal loop tonight, and running about 500 watts. But it's good to hear everybody tonight. KI500, back to net control.
Yeah, send me an email in terms of how you're coming out on that deal. Interesting question. That's what we like about the net. These are the kind of things where we can figure those things out. Good to hear you. All right, who else wants to talk boat anchors? K5LYN calling.
0 November Whiskey Papa.
I didn't hear it all. Whiskey Papa, something like that?
Hello with somebody?
Call me again. I didn't hear your call.
November 0, November Whiskey Papa.
Okay, November Whiskey Papa. Talk to us.
Roger. This is Dennis from Rogersville, Missouri, Southwest Missouri. I don't have much else to say except, let's see, I'm on a MT-102 with the MD1 microphone into an 80-meter loop, brewing about 180 watts.
Okay, you guys in Missouri, you're one of the few places way off that we can hear in this time of not even dark yet. I don't know, there's something about Texas and Missouri that works. I'm hearing you fine, over.
Yeah, I've got a pretty good copy on most everybody that's been talking so far.
All right, well, glad you came by. Tell us about the station once again. If you did, it went by me too fast.
Oh, okay, it's the Yaesu FT102. I'm using the MD1 microphone into an 80-meter loop.
That's doing a great job. All right, Dennis, good to hear you. Anything else for the net?
No, sir. Back to you.
All right. It's amazing we can hear Missouri, really. That's a long way from here. All right, who else for the net? K5LYN calling and listening.
WB5, RON.
Hey, Ron, RON. I called you a while ago. Talk to us.
Yes. I'm on the Swan 500, the D104 microphone, and just running barefoot, probably about 325 watts. How do you copy?
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, we've got a few thunderstorms rolling through Texas right now, Ron, so it's not as good as I usually hear you, but I am copying you, over.
Okay, at least it's working. Okay, that's about all. Good thing part of the boat WB5 RON.
Yeah, we really miss Rusty being north of us. He can pick up a lot of you guys that those of us that are way down here have more trouble with. But good to hear you, Ron. The station's working. All right, who else for the net? K5LYN, listening.
Kilo Bravo Papa.
Bravo Papa, pick it up.
I appreciate it, Phelan. This is N5K BP Marty. I'm in Longview, Texas. I am on a old Drake TR4 I picked up a few weeks ago with a matching RV4 VFO. Barefoot into my 200-foot extended depth. Been using an old Turner ceramic microphone. I don't miss this. It does pretty good output. Right now it's a whole lot. I need to do a little tweaking on it, but when I tweak that around, it's doing good. Anyway, back to that N5K.
Okay, Marty. I tell you what, we don't hear you often enough, but you got a great signal into Austin this evening, and you got louder the longer you talked. I guess it's because the sun's going down. The station's doing good. What else is new on your end? Over.
Oh, nothing really. Just been working and fiddling here with my rearranged things here in the shack. Made a place to put this Drake. There wasn't a place for it, so I just rearranged some radios. Professionally now in my operating position, I've got a 60s era radio, a 70s era radio, an 80s era radio, and a 2000s era radio. The only decade I'm missing is the 90s. So I guess I need to pick up a 757 or a 747 or something like that to plug in that spot. But right now I've got 4 decades represented here as an operating position, so that's not too bad. Back to you.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, it's dangerous to rearrange your shack, Marty. That's the way we lose things, don't you think?
Oh, I've blown up radios doing that before. When you get the input and the output of the switch messed up, it can create problems.
That's right. Rearranging the shack is dangerous. All right, good to hear you, Marty. Nice signal. All right, who else for the net? K5LYN, listening?
Alpha Delta Charlie.
ADC. Rick, how you doing?
Yeah, good evening, Lynn. This is Rick down in Harlingen, and tonight, for sanity purposes, on the TR4C, I've got a really high noise level here, and this noise blanket in the TR4C really does work well. It cuts out that power line static. I just can't do it on the other Drake or even the Collins. So, anyway, yeah, I know what you mean about rearranging the shack. That's what I've been doing all week long. And you pull one wire, then you find another one, and that's all.
Okay. Hey, if you told me what radio you're on tonight, I missed it.
Yeah, it was a TR4C.
Okay. All right. You know, it's so noisy tonight. I'm surprised. I'm having trouble copying. A lot of people are usually loud, but I think it's just the difference between their signal and the noise tonight. But anyway, you're sounding good. What else is new on your end?
Not much. I've got just about a 20 over noise level here for the power line. So that's my problem. But you sound good, whatever you're on.
All right. Thanks for the report. Yeah, we got a lot of noise, and we got tuner upper too. So anything else on your end before I give it back to Jay?
No, Lynn, not a thing. 7-3.
All right. Glad you came by, Rick. Okay, KM5QSJ, you want to yell at this noise for a while? How about it? K5LYN.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear pretty well over there. People are coming through. It's noisy, but I sure do love the receiver on this old 830. Works pretty good. All right. Who have we not talked to yet? I thought I heard someone else trying to check in there a minute ago. So who's next for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now, please.
Whiskey Oscar Zulu.
Well, that'll work. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, good evening, Jay, Lynn, and all the other boat anchors, aficionados here. Dan, KWLZ in Houston. Well, we haven't really finished with this thunderstorm yet, but at least we got about a half-inch of rain out of it, much to my surprise. And as you know, I'm sure the steady crashes are horrendous, but it was because of the lightning, obviously. It's moved on. I think it's headed up northwest right now, so they may be getting some up towards rail there. That's about it from here. Talking on the old Kenwood 530 SP, MC50 microphone. The antenna's a 2-band bazooka, like a lot of other guys use, and having a cheeked up Heatkit SB220 here, about 1,300 watts tonight. I cut it back a bit. That's it from here, Jay. Thanks very much. KM5QS, KWOZ.
Okay, Dan. Sounds great, as usual. That, those 530s are good old rigs. That's a keeper. But you'll probably sell it to somebody sooner or later when they want it more than you do.
Maybe. I hope not. By the way, I got me a hotel for Belton, so I'll be there come hell or high water. Or maybe both.
I hope we don't have either one. Speaking of which, folks, 49 days till Belton. So if you don't have your hotel room yet, you might think about it because they might sell out. October 4th and 5th, party in the parking lot will be on Friday the 4th. Hamfest will be on the 5th. Jim and I are going to get there on Thursday, the 3rd, because we're old and we need more sleep. So, at any rate, we're looking forward to seeing everybody up there. There will be lots of boat anchor gear around. Usually is. Belton's a wonderful place to be. That's enough of the commercial. Anyone else for the net this evening for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now, please.
KL7 Charlie Delta.
Station ending in Delta. Oh, is that you, Mike?
Yeah, Roger. Copy me on photos here?
It's a little light, a little fuzzy because of the static crashes, but go ahead.
Okay. Thanks for listening. I'm still here in Ruidoso, New Mexico, operating portable. We're coming home, I think, first week of September. I'd like to stay through about October because I know it's hot right there. We don't know that we do have thunderstorms kind of rolling through every evening. So stereotypes are pretty rough on my end. But I'm happy to make everybody okay. The rig tonight is an ICOM 701 that I bought new in 1978. And I have the matching power supply, the speaker, the microphone is Sugar Mic 2 SM2, just like the 10 years ago. And that's going to my boat anchor amplifier, which is a Gontra 201, GSP 201 Mark III, has 4 5.7 CPs in the final. And putting out about, I'm going to say somewhere around 600 watts. That runs up to a dipole about 40 feet high here in the final. That's about it from here, Jay. I've been working on my shack out back. Got power to it, got everything wired up, putting rafters in now, getting ready to start to insulate. I got air conditioning and a heat pump rigged up. And I got to start insulation next year. We'll be putting some of the interior skin on so I can start moving equipment in there maybe next summer. That's it for here, Jay. I won't be making Belton. I'll be on a river cruise in New York that my wife arranged with another couple. And so this will be my first Belton like this in, I don't know, time. Anyway, I will not be there unless something weird changes. Back to you, Jay. Thanks for letting me in. Great to see you, boat anchor enthusiast. KL7 Charlie Delta, Ruidoso, New Mexico.
Okay, Mike. Well, you have fun out there. Believe it or not, I did copy everything you said. So that's great. That GSP amplifier is bringing you up over the crashes. So that'll work. Anyway, thank you for checking in, sir. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited this evening? Come now, please.
Kilo Charlie 5 Lima.
Go ahead, Tom.
Hey, good evening, Jay, and the Boat Anchors Net. It's Tom in San Antonio, and tonight we're running the usual gear, talking on a Central Electronics 200B and a G104 microphone, going into a Palstar Balance Line tuner and homebrew open wire line and a 80-meter doublet up about 15 feet, and listening on an R398. So, again, good evening to everyone, and that's all I have. So, back to net, KC5L.
All right. All outstanding equipment. It seems to be working very well. No problem copying whatsoever. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate you checking in. Who's next for the Boat Anchors Net? Come now, please.
Recheck, Jay.
Go ahead, recheck.
Yeah, this is November 0, Victor Charlie Uniform. Hey, I wanted to put a one out there. I don't know how many guys are listening, but I'm looking for a Swan 300B. I lost mine in a fire, and just about replaced everything that I had except for the 300B, and I also had a 350A.